Hey guys! So recently I picked up a heat gun to help me with odd jobs around the house. Now I've never owned one before, and since summer is just around the corner, I thought this would be a great opportunity to add it to my toolkit and see what kind of things I can use it for. I ended up picking this one because it was really inexpensive and it still put out 1800 watts of power. It plugs into a standard 3-socket North American plug. On the handle, you have two different settings. One says low and one says high, and this controls the amount of airflow. So if you put it on the low setting, you're going to get the minimal amount of air flowing through the gun. And if you put it on the high setting, you're going to get the maximum amount of air that this gun can output. And on the back, you have a dial that also says low and high. And on the lowest setting, the gun is going to produce very little heat, almost no heat at all. As you rotate the dial and get closer to the high setting, the temperature of the gun will start to increase. And on the highest setting, it's going to reach the maximum heat level that it can output. The heat gun comes with 4 different nozzles, each giving you the ability to direct the heat in slightly different ways, depending on the task at hand. And they attach onto the front like so. Let's give this heat gun a try and see how well it works. In the garden, I had this wooden board with some paint on it, and it's been sitting in the garden for many years, and the paint is really old. Let's see if you can attempt to scrape off some of this paint. Now, without using the heat gun, if I try to scrape off the paint as is, it's actually very difficult to do because the paint is so old and so soaked into this board. Let's turn on the heat gun now and attempt to remove some paint. When you're using a heat gun, you do have to have a bit of patience. It can be a little time consuming, but as you can see, we are able to remove some of the paint and it looks like it's coming off pretty well. Well, this heat gun definitely does get hot. I'm actually surprised at how fast and how well this paint is actually coming off. I thought it would actually be a lot harder to do, but it's making my life so much easier by using this heat gun. So it looks like the heat gun does work. It does take a little bit of time and persistence, but if you're patient enough, it can do a really good job at stripping paint. Definitely gonna make your life a lot easier. Catch you guys in the next one.